Hi, Quality here, and today is gonna be a special video because today we're gonna take a trip. You might recognize this build. Yeah, I want to show you like the whole world in which I built a lot of these structures, houses, cottages, buildings. So this world is more like a collection of my earliest builds. You might recognize this. This is like my second build, Farmhouse, and you might recognize this one too if you're like one of the OGs of this channel. So the reason why I want to do this is because hopefully this like bring back that spark. This really basic cottage is the first ever cottage that I built using Cocricot, and only Cocricot, by the way. I think Miniaturia was already like available for 1.12, but I haven't discovered it yet. So before I started using Cocricot, I use a lot of like building mods like 𝓁𝒾𝓉𝓎, 𝓁𝒾𝓉𝓎, Decocraft. Like for example, this one is from Decocraft. So I use a lot of Decocraft. This one got a picnic area with a cherry blossom. For some reason, in the middle of a desert, there's a cherry blossom. Well, it's cool, I guess. And then we have this Fairylight. They feel out of place because like they're like 16 by 16, but yeah, I love the vibe. I love like having the hanging lights like that because I haven't found a better substitute yet. So here we have a laptop, some foods, and yeah, it's pretty basic. It's a pretty basic area. And then this one, I believe this one is also Decocraft. Yep. I mean, I could have used like a bench from Cocricot, like for example this one. Yeah, dark park bench like this. I think it looks better, but because this is like my earliest state, like I was really new to this mod, so I was like so used to using Decocraft, so I just decided to use Decocraft. But it doesn't look half bad. It looks good. Like, I'm not saying that Decocraft looks bad or anything, it just doesn't fit my aesthetic because Decocraft looks very vanilla, and there's something that I don't really like about vanilla Minecraft. I'm not saying that Minecraft is a cartoony, or I just wish that there's like a way to make it more dark or mature, and that's where Cocricot came in, and also with Miniaturia. So that's why I mostly build using these mods, is because I just love how it looks. I would say this is like the worst interior ever. Okay, so I just changed the FOV and you can see how empty this is. Like compared to my newer build, I just feel like it's a bit too off. This kitchen could have been somewhere else. And look at this, it's a faucet. So this was before Cocricot added faucets or sinks. They probably already did, but I was like, I didn't notice them, so I just used kitchen sink this one, because I believe Decocraft is like 16 by 16, right? Or maybe 32 by 32, but just different aesthetics. It looks different. For some reason I didn't use this, but instead I used this medium wood, in which like the difference is so jarring. Like the one from Cocricot is much more detailed, and this one is like 16 by 16. Oh, what's this? Oh, whoa, is this Decocraft? Like usually Decocraft has a little bit flat in color. Like this is supposed to be like white. I thought it was from Cocricot. Like the gradient, you can see like the gradient, right? It's obviously Cocricot, but this one doesn't look half bad. Okay, so over here we have a hallway with a corridor to the bathroom. Of course, even my first ever build, I have to put a bathroom. So it's a classic. I think this one, oh, it's a plate with a sink? What? That was pretty smart. So I kind of forgot that I could use this. I could do this on Cocricot, because in my newer builds I use layers like this. I just remembered that I could do this using Cocricot. We have a sink and then a toilet, and this toilet is, there's some black spot here. Keep this in mind because I learned from this in the next build, and there's no mirror. I could have used painting though. There we go. I could have used painting, but for some reason I didn't. Maybe because I didn't know there is a mirror painting on Cocricot. But all right, this is actually terrible because it's a liminal space. Because like the feng shui looks very off. Stairs, I guess, a staircase. I put a piano upstairs. If for some reason the ceiling gives out, someone's gonna get crushed. Why would you use this? There's like literally a ship in a bottle in Cocricot. Like I could have used this one, but again, maybe because I was new, so I didn't know this model was in the mod. Here's the bedroom. The bed looks so smushed because I used Decocraft. I don't think when I was building this they already added bed. That's why I used this one, because if I was looking for a bed I would just search for bed and then this would come out. The fact that I used this instead, that means when I type bed like this, it didn't show up. It looks like a futon. Desk dark. I could have used one of these, like this. The reason why I picked this is because all these shelves. This is where you work, alright? So you gotta have shelves. Okay, so here's the first build. So I had a lot of fun building this. I had a lot of fun decorating this, like the interior and exterior. This one was inspired by the house in Coraline. I think it was pink, right? Like the shape is it's really basic. It's just a gabled roof, 2-story. And then this one, yeah. Alright, so here's the exteriors. We have sort of like I wanted to make this kind of like an outdoor cafe, like a concrete brick flooring and then some umbrellas. Yeah, it feels like a cafe from here. If I didn't tell you this is like a exterior of a house, you wouldn't notice it. You would probably think that this is a cafe, like an outdoor cafe. Let's check out the interior, and you can see like significant improvement in terms of like the interior, because by the time I was decorating this, I already kind of quite familiar with the mod. I was more knowledgeable in terms of the catalog. This is the flat TV from Decocraft, some bookshelf, and this one, I like this one. This is actually quite a nice touch. These are not shelves, these are just decoration, but it actually adds, I don't know, a little bit more detail, a little bit more character into the build. I like it. And then we have, we have some hanging lights. And then I still use the sofa from Decocraft though, because I just like that you can make an L shape like this. They got like right and then center. There's also like corner. I just like how they made it possible to make a L-shaped sofa like this. So it's really cool. This part, however, is quite genius. So if you come in, boom. This part isn't really anything. It doesn't add. This is not like a functional part of the house. It's just decoration. It just adds some vibes. I don't know how to describe it, but something else. If it's like, I don't know, if I put a bench or a sofa here, it would have been weird. And then I started to apply this on my newer builds. I just keep doing this because I like this. It's like a huge painting in the center, and then some goodies, a pot, like 2 pots, and some decoration. I think, yeah, it looks nice. Okay, moving on. This is really empty, a really empty dining table, by the way. So ignore the pizza. The pizza wasn't there before. Like in the original version, there was no pizza. So it was this empty. Now, we have a lot of foods from Miniaturia and Cocricot as well. Like even Cocricot added some more foods, like after I built this. I think it was because I didn't have a lot of options to begin with. So if I built this now, I could have put all of the pizzas, all of the fruits, even dangos. Yeah, I'm not really sure why I made this so empty like this. So this is a tiny kitchen with a cutting board. Miniaturia got this one. Yeah, it's really good. But because I didn't use Miniaturia in this build, so I just decided to use Decocraft. And then yeah, some more decoration, Route 66. And this is the start of the tradition of my channel. I always put a cookie jar on top of a fridge. So yeah, this is where it all began. Okay, and oh, it's a toaster. I'm not really a big fan of the toaster from Decocraft. It looks too flat, especially the bread. Although from Miniaturia, however, I don't have any problem with this, but I just feel like it's a bit too vintage. Because if I want to put this on a clean, modern suburban house, I don't think this works. Like, unless I want to put them on a cottage like I usually do, it fits. But I just wish there's something that is a little bit more modern. For some reason, I didn't put any stool here. Okay, here we have some storage, I guess. We have some luggage, barrels, some unused jar. This is my favorite jar, by the way. I like it. I like the colors. Okay, this one is the bathroom. It's a pretty small bathroom. It's really simple. I learned from my past experience using Cocricot toilet. So instead of using the white, I use the black one. So you can't really notice the black spot, like the glitch. I learned about the mirror and the painting, so I use it here. Because in Miniaturia, you can do this. You can put a mirror behind the faucet, but at the time I was building this, there was no Miniaturia, so yeah. For some reason, I put a giant ass pot on top of this shelf. This is like a Final Destination material. And what? Grass block? I swear I didn't put any grass block here. It's like, this might be like glitch. I swear I didn't put this. I didn't mean to put this. So this should have been go upstairs. This is not too bad. Like, I constantly hating on my build, but looking back, I don't think it's that bad. This is the first ever bedroom that I made using Cocricot. Like, I tried to only use Cocricot, a teddy bear on a bed like this, and then I put a MacBook. So to put objects on top of a bed, put a block here, and then put the laptop. And I destroy it. Painting, traveling, decoration, a turntable, a hat, a vacation hat, an AC, an air conditioner. You might notice none of my builds here have chimney. It's because that's literally the desert, so I just assume that it's like hot, so that's why I put an air conditioner in this room, because I can imagine it's pretty hot out there. So yeah, with this one, I don't remember making this, but okay, we have some perfumes and all the things aside from the air conditioner, AC unit. Other than the AC, I use only Cocricot. It's a huge deal because I didn't know it's possible back then. This was like mind-blowing, the fact that you could make a bedroom this detailed. You also have this kind of like a home theater, kind of like a game room. Here's a sofa. I have a Nintendo Wii. Okay, another AC unit because I imagine it's hot. Oh, I just noticed like the ceiling is the same color. Oh, it's okay. This is not good. I should have used something else. It's the upper deck. We have some drinks. This is where you can hang out with your family. So yeah, this is supposed to be like a family house, but for some reason I only built one bedroom. This is supposed to be like a family vacation house, but yeah, there's only one bedroom. Okay, so that's the first. This one's the second. The third is gonna be this farmhouse. First of all, there's no footstep sound. This is a bug though from dynamic surroundings. This block looks awesome. This is like one of the best looking blocks from Cocricot. Where the problem is just the problem from dynamic surroundings or Cocricot. When I build something, I want to be able to give it a tour. You know those relaxing tour with the footstep sounds, and then but it doesn't feel right if I walk and it doesn't make any sound. So it's just two separate sofas like this. But what I do like about this build, however, is this section. Okay, this is the walls, right? And then I put these facades on the sides of the door. It gives like a bit more depth. Alright, so here's the interiors. I'm pretty sure if you follow my Instagram, you would see that I just shared a post of this particular living room, because I don't think that this is terrible. It's just that I've already made better living rooms in the future. Also, I think this globe was like not here before. Like in the original version doesn't have this globe. I think I just put this globe when I was working on the Instagram post. I don't know who this is, but I just put a trophy here and then some books. I started using arches. I still use Decocraft though. I actually kind of like this. I just wish it's animated though. Could have been worse. Okay, so this is quite empty. I could have used a bookshelf. So the bathroom, for some reason I use the white one. This is hella dark. I'm not really sure why I did this. I could have used the bathtub from Cocricot. It's just so low. Look at the height. Compare the height. Here we have a mirror. I started to use a mirror from Cocricot though. The best part of this house, however, is the kitchen. So this is where I started using like connected dining table plus kitchen. So instead of making separate dining table and the kitchen, I just combined them into one. This is where it all began. And I started using this in some of my builds. And also, did you notice something? This one, it's a cookie jar on top on the fridge, although it's not directly above it. Okay, we have a storage system, which, whoa, I like this one. I actually like this one. It feels more cluttered. It feels like someone actually lived here. We have a yarn and then some unused dirty clothes, boots, barrels and stuff. A piano downstairs this time instead of upstairs. And yeah, that's about it. This is a bit empty. This is really empty. But let's see what's upstairs. This is more ambitious than the previous one. There were 2 bedrooms and a lot of stuff. Here we have the bedroom. The bedroom for 2. This is a huge bedroom, by the way. So we have 2 beds for a couple. Also have a balcony here, a view to nowhere apparently. And we have a closet. Oh no, it's not a closet, it's the bathroom. I forgot. Okay, so this is a bathroom. I actually like this bathroom. It feels cozy. So next is a home theater. This one is a proper home theater. But for some reason we only have one subwoofer. Let me fix that little. There we go. It's now stereo. So you watch your movies or maybe Netflix, and then we have this Dolby sound system. Moving on, here's the upper deck, and I actually love the view here. Okay, now less fog. That's the reason why I built all of these houses, because I just want to relax. Like sometimes I revisit my old builds because I know it just feels relaxing. I just want to not do anything, just probably even sleep. It's just very relaxing. I don't have to do anything. On to the next room. We have like a closet, like a broom closet. Did you know about the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite. Upstairs. Oh god. Okay, that was loud. That kind of jump scared me. Okay, so here we have. Oh my god, I actually like this. I don't hate this. Okay, we have a library. This is library. We have a library. We have some globe. I have a gramophone where you can play some jazz. Some reading area. We have a table for you to read. You can also sit. Okay, the next thing we have is another bedroom. This is kind of bland. I didn't add anything. It's just 2 beds. There's no desk to do anything or a TV or whatever. So it's kind of unfair. There's like a family, all right. They put the kids here. It's gonna be so boring. Like all of the toys like downstairs. It's not the best. I could have utilized more space, more decorations, but I think it's not bad. Ugh. I hate that. I hate that sound. So I'm not really sure if this house comes directly after this house, but we're gonna explore it anyway. So this is a second farmhouse. It's nowhere as good as this one though. Like the exterior it's all blue. This one got more color, but the interior, I had a lot of fun doing the interiors in this. It has a better patio. Is it patio or is it porch? I don't remember, but I put this kind of like a rug. Like I remember I was like inspired by this picture in Pinterest. I searched a lot of patio. Dude, I'm not really sure. Is it patio or is it porch? Like front porch ideas. Collected a lot of inspiration from Pinterest. And then I just built myself this one. Let's go inside. Okay, so this interior, I remember I made like a joke. I made a joke that I spent all of the budget on the living room, because it's true. I spent most of the time building this. Yeah, there was also a lot of changes, and I think this one is the most perfect one. This is the least terrible one. A huge TV. This time, the sofa points directly at the TV. Also like the carpet flooring too. Then here is a dining table. I remember I was like super proud because I made a separate huge kitchen. So like this kitchen is a separate one. This is the first ever I used a kitchen that is like, it's a proper room for a kitchen. And this is the first one in which I used a back door. Okay, it's supposed to be like an opening, because if something happens, maybe like some carbon monoxide or some smoke, you can get to an emergency exit. Accidents may happen in kitchen, so it's always a good idea to have an exit that is very close to the kitchen. Next, we have a piano. We have a proper stool. This was after an update and they added this one, because before I still used the Decocraft one. I believe this is a bathroom. Yep, bathroom. This bathroom isn't quite bad. I used this shower box, and yeah, it's pretty basic. I use this Decocraft mirror though. I actually like this one more than Cocricot's. I just feel like this is more modern. This house is essentially a modern house, a modern countryside house. Yeah, it was really choppy. Like, look at that. It's glitching, it's clipping, but Also, ooh, why is it open? Ooh, spooky. Okay, we just go to the upper deck first. You can climb the roof, but yeah, it's just a basic place where you can hang out with your family. You know, have some drinks, we have a table to eat, and yeah. So here, this is my favorite part of this build. I started using this dental molding, and then I also used the pattern, the wallpaper. Yeah, I used celestial globe, so I want to make it like a vintage planetarium, space themed bedroom with darker colors, TV and some speakers. They're like floating. I didn't notice this. They were floating. And then a desk. As an Easter egg, we have R2D2. Never watched Star Wars, by the way, but I just feel like there's a lot of stars. There's a lot of stars. It's space. So just might as well put an R2D2 model. So this one isn't as big as the previous one. But yeah, I really like building this because it's like a different experience. Okay, so here we have an unfinished farmhouse. I planned this to be like even bigger than both of these. I wanted to make it like 3 stories with an attic too, but I keep forgetting because I already built too many farmhouses. So I started finding new ideas. As a result, I abandoned this. What block is this? Light red block? What? Oh, it's flat colored blocks. I actually don't like this. I actually don't. I mean, like, I'm not saying that this mod is bad though, but I don't like using this. It's just too much. There's too many options. That's one. And two, I don't like the textures. I don't know. It just feels too flat. If you compare it with Cocricot, we have some textures, right? So I prefer using this one. I guess they do have a little bit of texture, but this bit is still a bit too flat. If you take a look at it from here, it's a bit too flat. I'm probably gonna change this. I mean, it's a suburban house. It's supposed to be clean. It's not supposed to be like overgrown or abandoned. Maybe I can make it work. I will probably continue this. Okay, so moving on. Let's go set the world tonight. Boom. It is kind of creepy, but it's quite beautiful. Look at this. Yeah, I like it. It's not bad. Okay. So, all right. All right. So here's the Instagram cafe. I think it was the next build after the farmhouse, the blue farmhouse, or either this one first and then the farmhouse. I kind of forgot about the order, but I wanted to try to do something else. For example, a cafe, and this one got a lot of views. Like, I mean, it's not viral, but significantly more views than the other ones. This is like for a takeaway order, a boba cup paper bag. So this is where you make your order. You just, this is the cashier, and then you walk over here and take your order. Okay, so now let's check out the... Oh! What the... What was that? Okay, this is kind of creepy. Okay, let's take a look at the interiors. So this one is pretty basic, but not that many foods though. So, disposable coffee. This one is a Decocraft. So, oh yeah, I don't think they have a cup, like a paper cup coffee. I really love this, the half vertical slab bookshelves. A full block of bookshelves, sometimes a bit too... Books are not that thick, okay? But this one, this is the best part. Because this is the first ever I use a pergola. I think so. Yeah, I guess this is like the first ever I use a pergola on my builds. Because like the interiors and this build in general, it was inspired by a lot of real life cafe, kind of like a mini kitchen. Yeah, you don't have to like go back and forth, downstairs, upstairs. And I really like this. I really like the design for the bread from Cocricot, although I'm not really sure why all 3 of these are... It's not a big deal. I kind of imagine this to be like a setting, like a background for a Minecraft roleplay video. Yeah, I'm sorry that you can't download this, even though you might actually want. But the world is not finished yet. I promise you, if it's finished, I just feel like it's not ready yet. I just feel like it should be more populated. We need more buildings here. Okay, the next. Ignore those. Okay, so this is the French cafe, and like for some reason I didn't put any lamp here. It's a bit dark. So this is a takeaway, make a takeaway order here. And if you want to eat inside, you can just pick one of these tables. When I say that it's a French cafe, it's not really inspired by a cafe in French. It's more like a cafe that serves French foods and drinks. Cakes? What? So there's supposed to be a baguette here. I don't understand why there's no. I think this is supposed to be a baguette. There we go. Here's the menu. I really like the design. It's so aesthetic. Okay, so it's blue. It's based on a real French cafe. I mean, a real cafe specializes on French culinary. This is actually quite like one of the most iconic builds that I made. Okay, upstairs. It's not much. It's just some VIP area. We have some comfy sofas and for some reason it's a Greek chair. I just like the blue color. So ignore the Greek, okay? Ignore the Greek. This is not a Greek cafe. We don't sell Greek foods here. On to the next ones. So these 2 are new. So I was thinking of making this kind of like a library cafe. There will be a lot of books. I was planning on making this whole like district to be all foods and drinks. Okay, this one is a French cafe. Maybe this one is another cafe, but it focuses more on books, you know, a dark academia cafe. This one, however, I need your help. I need your help to decide what kind of building should I make on this. Should I make a boutique? Should I make like an American cafe? Let me know in the comments down below, because the next episode we will be decorating these two. So the next episode is gonna be this one first, and then the next video we're gonna be decorating this one. I kind of like building tall buildings like this because it's kind of formulaic. It's fine if you want to make different, first floor, the second floor. If all of them look the same like this, it's still acceptable. I actually kind of get addicted. I had a lot of fun building the exteriors of this. So much detail. I used some window arches, and then although the colors are kind of on the insides, and then what is this, like those are like sandstone, so it's kind of looks like an American or French. I'm not really sure. I'm uncultured. Okay, I really need your help. What should I make this building into? On the next episodes we're gonna continue right over there. I think that is pretty much it. This is such a nice trip. I actually want to try building again this time. Leave a comment down below. What should I turn these two buildings into? Should it be a boutique? Should it be like a Mexican restaurant, or maybe a bookstore, or maybe a flower shop? If you watch until the end, you are amazing. You are the best. Thank you so much for taking your time watching this weird revisiting video. You guys want me to build? Yeah, I do too. Next video we're gonna be building, and then we're gonna do some more cobble mod. Of course we're gonna do cobble mod. It's the best mod ever. Thank you so much all of you for watching. I'm doing the generic Minecraft YouTuber using the third person. This is such a cool video to make. I think we should do this more often. Not really sure you guys want to hear it, but it's a nice format. It's a nice format to like explore and talk to you guys. And yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you so much for all of you, and yeah, bye.